And we're live. So
Sweet.
let's rock
Let me go
the.
share. Let me go share.
While you're sharing, I'm gonna rock the national anthem thing. I don't think you'll be able to hear it though. So
I'm sick.
all right, and we're live.
There it is.
So we'll start with college football, I guess. Um, we tied on our picks. West Virginia shit the bed and lost to Maryland. We both lost that one. UT won.
West Virginia lost.
Yeah, we lost. Yeah,
So hold
I,
up.
I don't want
Tennessee.
I don't want to talk about
Hold
it.
up. What I'm hearing is the University of Tennessee dumpster fire has a better record than Dub V. I feel
Yeah,
like better
yeah,
for this week, not for the whole season, because Alabama, Florida, Georgia is all on our schedule, and it, yeah.
yeah, yeah. There was a lot of I don't want to say upsets, but like Virginia Tech beat UNC. Georgia pulled it out against Clemson, which that was a really good football game. Did you watch it?
I didn't get to watch it. No, man. I wish I did. I've seen highlights. I mean, JT Daniels did JT Daniels things,
Yeah.
and and you know, isn't Clem Dump's QB like the highest paid NIL guy right now? Um,
I don't I don't
and
I don't know if he is uh but I know he's up there
it's either
and
him or Bryce Young, right?
yeah. Yeah,
Who
Bryce.
is earning all his money?
Yeah. He got that seven-figure deal going on.
Yeah, he earned every penny this week.
Yeah, let's see what else happened. Penn State ended up beating Wisconsin. Um what's some other good games? Kansas State beat Stanford. I mean, that's not anything special, but uh the purple team did
So
good. Tulane
so let's
almost
let's let's re-
upset Oklahoma.
you know what I did respect? I seen this online. In Norman they
They
painted
painted the
Tulane's
yeah.
stuff on their field. Like I respect the hell out of that.
Yep.
Like good up on like big up on their football team, their coach, and their AD. But let's uh let's go into reviewing that WVU game.
Yeah, it was
Then we'll
trash. We
go into the Dumpster Fire University.
yeah. So the first half was decent, I guess, if you want to call it that. Uh, Daggy was quarterback the whole game. I kind of wished Neil Brand just would have pulled the trigger and put Garrett Green in and let it be that. But yeah, uh, I mean he went 20 for 40, 277 yards, had one touchdown pass, threw two picks. Letty Brown carried us with 17 carries, 73 yards, and two touchdowns. Receiving course sucked ass. They a lot of dropped footballs that really hurt us. Um, Winston Wright though, he almost returned a kick return. Think he made it to like the 6 or the 4 yard line on the. I think it was the opening kick of the second half, and uh, yeah, but it was it was bad
Ooh,
across the board. I mean, we had
6 or 14 on third downs. That's rough.
yeah, like Maryland had like 500 total yards. We only had like 300. Uh, yeah, like you said, we were 6-14 on third down. Uh, four penalties. Uh, had two fumbles, two picks.
3 fumbles, 2 lost.
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
I'm looking at ESPN team stats.
Yep,
-4 on the turnover ratio. No wonder y'all lost.
yep, yeah. Uh, my they were unprepared, I think, and the play calling was crap. I don't know if West Virginia needs to hire a offensive coordinator or what, um, or just train your receiving core to catch footballs. Letty Brown, they did a lot of like swing passes out of the backfield, um, or like little quick outs or slants, and trying to get Deggy his confidence, but I mean it just didn't work.
So okay, so week in between week 1 and 2 in college football is the overreaction week.
Yep.
Mister, they need a new offensive coordinator. Like that's okay. I'm already trying to fire Joe Milton and fucking ship him down the road, but I get it. So biggest improvement in football is between week 1 and week 2. So we'll see how they do. And they're playing Long Island University.
Yeah, it's a cake. It should be a cakewalk week, you would think.
Yeah, you would think. I mean, Tennessee almost lost to Georgia State.
Uh, but
They
for
did lose to Georgia State. Hey, there's a cat right there.
there it is. You said you wished it would come in.
Yes, that's awesome.
Yeah, we got it, man. So we play Long Island, and then we got Virginia Tech, and
Which you can get tickets for $80 online.
then we play Oklahoma, Texas Tech, Baylor. I mean, the front half of our schedule is loaded.
Have you seen your second half? Iowa State, ranked number 9.
Yeah.
Uh, Oklahoma State, which is never a gimme.
Texas horns down.
Tejas and Kansas.
Did you speaking of Big 12 and Texas and
Did they
Oklahoma,
all lose or something?
they uh they had a let me look before I misquote it. There's like four teams trying to join the Big 12. It's Cincinnati, um who else is it?
Why do you look for it? So big ups to ESPN and their interns for having West Virginia first in the Big 12 at 0-1.
Because we were the only team that didn't play a cakewalk team.
Maryland?
I mean, Maryland's not good, but I mean they're not a Tulane or a uh,
Maryland.
uh, who Texas play? I don't even know.
Who beat UNC?
Virginia Tech.
Didn't
Enters.
Appy State? Didn't Appy State beat somebody decent?
Uh, Probably. I mean, they're known for doing that week one.
Yeah. Yeah. Say what you want. App State's always prepared week one.
They beat Michigan in the Big House back in
I remember that game.
oh 07, oh 08.
Do you remember Zach Bradley? He was oh no, I had issues with my iRacing update. It has to start over. Um what is that? Yeah, so Zach Bradley, he was in 541st. I think his name was Zach. Pretty sure it was. Well, he went to Appy State and he said it was I think he said he was at school when that happened, if I remember
Nice.
correctly, because he and I had a conversation about it because App State is, I could throw a rock and hit it from my house just about.
Over there in Boone, North Carolina.
I might be closer to App State than I am to UT, and UT's in Knoxville, which is an hour and a half away, if at most.
Yeah, you're probably
Like,
tit for tat on that ordeal.
yeah, freaking with game day traffic, I'm an hour and a half from Neyland Stadium.
Yeah, so the four teams trying to come into the Big 12: Cincinnati, Central Florida, BYU, and Houston. Apparently, my comment I was making about OU and Texas. So all the attorneys for the schools, they had a meeting on Monday, and Texas and Oklahoma's attorneys got sent separate Zoom links, so they weren't like invited to the.
Oh, we're being basic now.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, I like it. Hateful bitches,
Yeah.
angry girlfriend, angry ex-girlfriend is what the Big 12 is right now. I like it.
Yeah. So I don't know. Still don't know. Like, I haven't heard confirmation that they're like for sure going to the SEC yet. Uh,
Who?
uh
Texas and OU?
yeah.
Oh, it's a for sure thing.
I mean, I'm pretty sure
Why?
it is, but like no one's
No, it is.
broke
No,
the
it
news
is.
and
Oh yeah, they have. That the SEC extended out an offer. All the teams voted and got approved, which is stupid. Um,
they got an approval
I,
from
I
all the
think
teams.
I think Texas is a succubus. Yes, yes. Well, all I had to do was get 3/4 of the conference, but they got everybody.
Oh, see, I thought it had to be 100%.
Mm-mm.
Ah,
But either way, everybody said yes.
hmm.
Yeah, which is ignorant. It's I don't know, man. I'm very, very against Texas just because like the SEC was started on the belief of, you know, big schools in small towns, and while Texas is a big school, it's a big city. It's in Austin. It's
Mhm.
not Knoxville. It's not, you know, Nashville is probably our biggest city, and that's Vanderbilt. Like, Georgia's in Athens, I
Mhm.
think. So, it's Tuscaloosa is a pretty sure like a popcorn fart somewhere. But yeah, your four teams keep going on a tangent.
Oh yeah, Cincy, BYU, Houston, and UCF. Which, if I'm not mistaken, Cincinnati's ranked in the top 10 right now.
But okay, so the teams make sense. Like BYU, has some clout with it, but isn't that in Utah? Aren't they Pac-12 or like they're kind of like Notre Dame, where they kind of align with the Pac-12, but I think they're independent.
Yeah, I'm not really sure to be honest.
Oh wow, I was just looking at the freaking stats for Tennessee, Bowling Green before we talk about them. Holy crap,
Yeah,
there's a lot of that
Georgia,
going on there.
Georgia jumped to number two.
They released them yet?
Yeah,
I
Bama's
don't even need to look at it.
Bama's one, Georgia's two, Ohio State's three, OU fell to four. Clemson fell to 6. Cincinnati's up to 7th. I thought they were in the top 10.
So while you're looking at that, so Clemson losing, I think that opens the door for two SEC teams in the Final Four. If Georgia wins out and only loses to Alabama, it's going to be hard to make a case against them.
Yeah.
I mean,
Which
that's
if Georgia's defense plays the way they played against Clemson, I think Georgia could beat Alabama.
I didn't watch the Alabama game, but I heard their offense was the business, the whole business. And I know how good like their middle linebacker is. I think he got hurt, but Henry To'oTo'o, who is one of the Tennessee guys, I think, like I said, I think he got hurt, but it wasn't bad. And um, just my brain
That
just shook a bit.
Chris Allen, ain't that his name? Their linebacker.
No, it's Henry To'oTo'o, old ball. He's really he was always preseason All SEC, I think.
Mm.
He was a preseason All American like 2 years ago, and like Jeremy Pruitt found a way to screw him up. Surprise, surprise! What a dumpster fire. But so do you think those four teams will improve the Big 12?
I mean, I think it'll most likely uh, I don't want to say improve, but like normally, like Oklahoma is the bee's knees, and everybody else is just kind of falling in line. Um,
Yeah.
so I think like as far as level of competition across the board, we'll make it better. It's makes travel for West Virginia a little bit easier because like if we go to Cincinnati, uh, that's closer, but then you add Houston, which brings Dana Holgerson back into the Big 12. Uh, the old West Virginia coach. And then BYU, I really don't know uh, much about them.
Well, BYU's not bad. Um, they're not great. They're Pac-12, but recently they beat. I mean, Zach Wilson, the Jets, first round
Yeah,
pick. Like that dude is the truth.
and in UCF like the I mean we used to play them when we were in the Big East, but aren't they like the didn't they don themselves like national champions the other year whenever
Yeah, yeah. My
they went undefeated?
the University of Tennessee's football coach has won a national championship unofficially.
Yeah,
It's including like, dude, Tennessee went down to UCF and raped them essentially. Like Danny White, your AD, like we're taking you. Hey, let's go get their coach while we're at it. And while we're doing that, we'll just take his whole staff with us.
yeah,
And so far, seems to be working, minus the quarterback. But we should probably move on to the
yeah.
next
Let's see.
thing.
Let me grab some. Clint Hackett, how you doing, buddy? See your. He says who dis. Gary Pleasant says sup pimp, sup boy. You supposed to be moving some dirt.
Hey,
Uh,
Clint, you available? Come on in and talk about uh 13 folds. We was looking for a guest. I forgot to message Clint. I don't know why I didn't think of that.
talk about they're worried about making full fields now with that new AI thing in iRacing. They'll be able to add AI cars to their fields in hosted league races
That'd be dope.
if they want to race against AI cars. But yeah, so on to Tennessee Bowling Green. Take it away, because I didn't watch the game.
All right, I'll make it quick. Joe Milton's a dumpster fire. Everything else is fantastic. Like I've never seen in my life more of a statue standing behind center in my life. Okay, so you get a quarterback that has happy feet and he dances around the pocket, he does stuff.
Hmm.
This dude stood flat-footed, but he's got a rocket, like an absolute gun. He stood flat-footed and like it looked like he was just tossing it and threw it 60 yards. And I was like, okay, so that's why you're the starter. Why are you standing back there? And I counted once. I think he held the ball like 7 seconds with a clean pocket. Good job, offensive line, but you can't do that against Florida or Alabama or Georgia or any of the SEC or Pitt this week.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are they gonna be able to do that when they're not playing Bowling Green?
No, no.
So,
But
so your quarterback's probably gonna get rocked a couple times.
they're gonna take his head off. I'm pretty sure. But he's like, I think they said he was like 6'4", like 2'4", like he's a monster, dude. But he only went 11 for 23. Right? Here's what's bad. Uh, he was like 10 of 12 the first half. He went 1 for 11 the second half. And that one throw was like a 60-yard touchdown bomb in the back of the end zone, and the wide receiver bailed him out. Jalen Hyatt, I think it was Jalen Hyatt, bailed him out. No, it's Cedric Tillman. But the running backs are on point. The defense looked good, but there's not really much to talk about. It was Bowling Green. This week could be a test with Pitt and Pat Narduzzi, and they're Pitt. They're never great, but you can usually guarantee a 8 or 9 win season out of them. And no matter when you play them, they're going to be a tough play. But it is a Johnny Majors Classic, which is really cool. They're honoring Johnny Majors, who was the head coach at UT prior to Philip Fulmer, and he was the head coach up there as well. So
Yeah, and
I'll be interested to see.
Pitt also likes to cost West Virginia national championships, but whatever.
Dude, they are really good about pulling one random one out of their ass all the time,
Yep.
which is terrifying. I hope they shit the bed this Saturday. I don't have a lot of faith in it, but I really hope they do.
Yeah, eat shit, Pitt. Um,
We'll pick that later, though. We probably need to move
any
on
more?
out of.
Yeah, I was gonna say any more college football stuff you want to talk about?
I don't think so. We can go on our next segment.
All right, let's go into NASCAR. My man KB got fined $50,000 personal money for his wild entrance into the garage area uh, at
Slid
Darlington.
that bitch in there sideways, didn't he?
Yeah, about run over the tire man, wheeling his little cart with his tires. About fucking run him plumb over. Carried a cone all the way back to the truck. Uh, yeah, he was pissed. Uh, his
I didn't
interview.
get to see that wreck. I was that the day I took my boat out and figured out the motor didn't start? Or was it
Yeah,
in something else?
yeah. No, no, no.
Yeah.
Was it? I can't
Yeah, it was
remember.
Sunday. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was Sunday. I didn't make it back in time before the race started. Um, that was whatever. But I gotta watch. They had just went green after that wreck when I came in the door to watch the rest of the race.
so you got to see Carl
And
Larson stick it to the floor and video game it there.
that was awesome.
Yeah,
I've tried that on iRacing. It doesn't work that way.
yeah,
Not that well, ever.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, that was for me that was a good race. Like I like to watch them slip and slide, and
Mhm.
and I don't like the repave in turn two. I see why they had to do it. Um, I did see the Xfinity race was outstanding. Can we please God get rid of the next gen and just put everything needs to be the Xfinity cars? Give them something else. Like it's 3,000 or I think it said $3 million to put on a decent Xfinity team. Let's move that up to Cup and find some, give them the Gen 6 shitty cars. Was it Gen 6? Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, that
I'd be okay with that.
like sorry Xfinity, like I'm sure you're good, but just give them just give Cup those motors and that lack of aerodynamics and let them slip and slide and be the best race car drivers in the world.
So Denny
Um,
Hamlin won, so he's moving on. Um, freaking
my
uh,
boy
Kyle
my boy
Larson's got
had
the
a rough one.
yeah. Kyle Larson's got the pole going into Richmond this weekend. How do you think Richmond's gonna go?
I hope it goes just like it did in the spring and Alex Bowman wins because how Darlington went was um, that was a rough one. Like was it like lap one, turn three, I
Turn
think.
three, yeah.
Yeah, he got loose or something or in the fence and
Mhm.
Byron ripped off his left rear. They go a lap down. He was slower than shit because aerodynamics matters. And then something else happened where his front got beat up and he cut a tire down and ended up going. He ended up finishing like 4 laps down. He got back to 1 lap down, and then they cut a tire later in the race on one of those long green flag runs, and they pitted. and then I think 3 laps later, a caution comes out.
Yep.
So yeah, that was one to forget. But it's Richmond, and Bowman drove from the back to the front twice in the spring to win that race. I hope to God they didn't touch that car, and all I did was just refresh it, keep the same setup in it, just bring it, because
That
that
would
thing was a rocket ship.
that would be very smart on their behalf to do that,
Yeah.
because
Um.
he, like you said, he did front back to the front two different times and
Yep.
ultimately ended up winning the race.
I think with 80 to go is when they got their over the wall too soon penalty, or was it? It might have been a loose tire penalty. But in 80 laps at Richmond, which is, I mean, there was a few cautions because Richmond, but he drove that thing absolutely to the front, and it was masterful how Greg Ives figured out how to beat those dudes at the end of that race. I guess I read somewhere that you know he had pumped the air up in the tires and put some track bar in it, and goes, I hope to God another caution doesn't come out, and they don't decide to wave this flag any earlier or make it overtime, because this thing will last about 3 laps, dude. You can watch the lap times on the white flag lap, dude. Bowman was sliding
Yeah.
everywhere, and he was getting past the next lap, but that was a good job by Greg Ives. But I don't know. I think I think Hendrick screwed up and got too good too soon, and NASCAR figured out something about their noses, so they've been kind of trash ever since. I don't want to say trash; it's just not been as good as they were earlier in the year. So I do think Larson will be up there. Chase Elliott needs to rebound, and William Byron really needs to rebound after he tried to tear the wall down. So I think it might be a Hendrick show. I hope. I just hope the 48's in the front. But I'm a homer. I don't care. So we'll see where it goes. We
Yep.
got 10 minutes in this segment to talk about NASCAR if you want to keep going.
Yep. Yeah, it's Richmond. I love Richmond. It's always good racing. I think I'm with you. I think it'll be a Hendrix somebody. I don't know which one. Really could be any of them. Clint Hackett says, "Hey guys, was flying and heard my name. Hope all is well with you guys." Yeah, we are just reading some comments. Um, but yeah, I think Hendrick will get it figured out. One of those guys will advance. Um, I look for a mostly green flag run. Um, However, it is Richmond, so there will be a couple of cautions. And then I'm really excited for the 18th whenever we come to Bristol. Uh,
I'll be there.
but yeah, that's about all I got for NASCAR. If you want to kind of segue over into
Well, I do
top,
have a question, or I
yep.
do have a few questions for you about NASCAR. Um, did well? Let's go back to Kyle Busch. Did
Mhm.
he earn that $50,000 fine to the NASCAR Foundation?
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, I agree. So there's not a lot to say about that. I did learn. I follow Bob Parkus on Twitter, and uh, Gary said check your messages. Um, I did learn because I didn't know where the fine money went to in NASCAR. Well, apparently it goes to NASCAR, obviously, and
Mhm.
NASCAR waits till the end of the year and then donates it to the NASCAR Foundation. The reason they do that is this stuff. I thought this was interesting. Is so drivers can't use it as a tax write-off,
Ah,
but NASCAR uses it as a tax write-off
because they donate it to charity.
and use it as a tax write-off.
Mm.
But yes, so I thought that was entertaining. Like, how can we rig our taxes to make this work better? Um, so yeah, I appreciated that. But other than that, only thing else I got to talk about is old Dell Jr.'s gonna run in the Xfinity race. How you think he's
Yeah,
gonna
you
do?
you excited for that?
I am. I am.
Yeah, Junior Nation's pumped. Twitter's been going crazy.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I think it'll be good to see him back in a race car. Not sure how Amy feels about it, but I mean, as long as he keeps it out of a wall and does get another concussion, I mean, what's the worst that could happen, right?
I've not had a chance to listen to the download yet, but I mean, there's a lot that worse can happen.
Yeah.
Never forget that's where Jerry Nadeau went. Jerry Nadeau,
Yeah.
but and didn't was it? No, it was somebody else wrecked a ton there one year. It was back in the '80s though, and I think they got hurt real bad and had to retire. It might have been Bobby Allison, um, but maybe not. Anyways, um, I haven't got to watch it yet, but I guess on the Dell or watch it or listen to it. I listen to the Dell Junior download and Door Bumper Clear every week, and I haven't had a chance to do it this week. I had stuff going on, um, but I reckon his daughter was like, so when are you gonna let me drive race cars? And I was like, ooh, that's
Oof.
expensive. And I was like, oh, he's got more money than Jesus.
Yeah.
He's good. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
But
Clint
I do want to
Hackett.
share this while we're
Clint
on NASCAR.
Clint Hackett says, "Be good to see Dale Jr. back out there. I should have got a ticket. Yeah, you should have. You're literally a hop, skip, and a jump away from Richmond.
Hey, they're still for sale and they're not expensive. And if you got kids, I think 12 and under they're free,
Or should you
to
just
especially the Xfinity races.
you should just join me and Tackett and what we're trying to do. Make all the cutoff races: Bristol, Revel, and Martinsville.
Yep.
Not sure if it's gonna pan out just yet, but it's a work in progress.
Oh, it's gonna pan out.
But yeah,
Oh,
your last.
we need to talk offline about that because I don't have a co-pilot for this race.
Yeah,
So,
let's
and
your
because we're
last. Yeah, we'll get together.
yeah, we'll make that happen. And if you don't know, if you're in college and you're watching this, you want to go to a NASCAR race. At least SMI, they have student tickets. Okay, I've been paying $60 a ticket for every race that I've been going to at Bristol for forever. Right, military discount. It just works out that way. You know, you can get better seats, but it's not been sellouts. I've been sitting where I want to.
Yeah.
Um, which is way nicer than the '90s when my dad had to pay a fortune for tickets because we had center of the backstretch. Man, it was amazing.
Yeah.
Um, I gotta find some of those pictures, and one day on here, and I'll show them to you, man. Like pictures from Bristol in the '90s, how nuts that place was, and uh, freaking Dale Earnhardt Sr. Pictures of him and Harry Gant in the Bush series and that old bright green and white seven car. Um, I don't know why I remember that car so vividly, but it was gorgeous. Buckshot Jones and old Randy LaJoy having their issues. I was there for that. But yeah. So I don't really have much else. But if we do go to Bristol, we got to do one of these before they're like pre-race,
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
like on the way up there.
That'd be cool. Yeah, my
Yeah.
mom. I don't know if she wants me blasting this on Facebook or not, OPSEC reasons and whatnot. But my mom's flying in on the 17th, and she's gonna hang out with me up here for about a week, and then we're going to Martinsville for the big late model race up there the following weekend. So uh, moms will be
I'm gonna
here.
have.
That'd be a fun trip to take me, you, and moms all get together and go have fun. Mom would enjoy it. She's never been to Bristol.
Well, hey, we'll let you DD. Me and her will have a good time.
Right.
We'll get in trouble. I
Uh,
definitely want to meet Mama May, so we gotta make that happen.
yeah, for sure. Any last NASCAR Cup Series, Xfinity Truck Series thoughts?
Nope. And in perfect broadcast fashion, we are 3 minutes early.
Sweet. Trying to keep y'all out of that 4 hour bull crap we went through last time. So I want to go from NASCAR into iRacing if we can.
Yep.
Um,
Hickory.
I'm so freaking excited for season 4. 5 new cars, 11 new tracks, and we get AI for hosted sessions, which is gonna make league racing very interesting
Interesting.
because the AI. I don't know if you've done much AI racing on iRacing, but it's always been sketchy, like
Uber
really,
sketchy.
really sketchy. But
Oh, not to
apparently
mention,
they've overhauled it completely to fix all the little bugs and
you would think so, except uh, not too long ago, like as in like 30 minutes ago, iRacing Support's Twitter released this known hosted AI issue.
already.
Yep, standby, it's loading. Oh, damn it.
Mine still says it's down for maintenance. I don't know how people are having issues already.
They probably realized it as they were, um,
Shooting it out.
yeah.
Makes sense.
Oops. Keep talking. I'm gonna read through
All right,
this and
so
I
while
can
he's
give you.
looking at that, um, we're gonna get Hickory Motor Speedway, uh, which is
Oh,
awesome. Gary, where you at in the comments? I know you're gonna come in and call it a shithole. Uh, Me and him talked about that last night. Um, but yes, AI drivers can now join hosted and league sessions. AI drive, you can make an AI driver roster list uh, and attach it to the session uh, so that when you join, um, say you got like 15 people that join your race, you want a, because it is F that track, he says. Um, so you want, say, like a 38 car field. The remaining of those slots will be filled with AI drivers. Um, the the what is it? The GT3 Evo is coming.
yeah, Ferrari.
Um,
Prancing pony. Oh, well, I gotta read this to you. Like,
yep,
normally nobody should read it. Like, but this is hilarious.
let's hear it.
All right, this is known AI issue. In the event, and get ready for this. This is fantastic. In the event, host loads into their session at the exact same time as another human participant. There is a chance that the other human participant will enter the event with a phantom AI driver on their team. Break. The AI driver does not actually exist or participate, but appears in the entries list. This is when it gets good. The host will see the AI driver flying around in the air above where the human car should be.
The
I'm
host,
gonna, I'm gonna read that again. The host will see the AI driver flying around in the air above where the human car should be. So imagine, like, you load a session, right?
right,
Or you host a session. We load in at the exact same time,
right.
right? You're going to see a random car floating above my car for the entirety of the event. He's not going to exist. He's going to exist in the entries, but he's never going to race. None of that stuff. You're just going to see a homie flying over me.
So what would I? So for instance, let's say we're going into an NSRP race, and friggin'
Oh, it gets
the
worse.
the time like J Dub or whoever's hosting goes in. Let's say me, you, Hackett, Miller, like we all join at the same time. So we're gonna have little cars. Like that's gonna be weird. And where he's broadcasting, like
It's only for the one person that's hosting, okay? And it's only for that one person that went in the exact same time. And whenever you click that little green button to go race, it'll crash the desktop. The host.
Stefan said, put some cats in the background.
They were already there. Rewind, you'll see it. There was one right there. That's what I was hoping for. That's why I re-engineered this, so you can see cats playing, but they're all fat and lazy. Yeah, there's none of them back there.
Yeah, hosted AI racing. You get the Porsche 911 GT3 Cup, the Ferrari 488 GT3 Evo, Hickory, hosted AI races, the healing no damage mode. You care to elaborate on that? Did you
Um,
did you
I've
read
read
the?
it. Yeah, I read it.
I don't
Apparently,
understand it.
okay, so um, I guess it'll be one of those options like disable car damage or whatever, right? So from my understanding, like when you get a ding and your car's beat up a little bit and you're junk for the next however long the race is,
Hmm.
I'm thinking you can select it to where like eventually your car like progressively heals. Like I'm assuming I would venture to say you probably have to come to the pits for that, but I don't know enough about it to comment. Like we're gonna have to trial and error that thing because I don't really know.
Hmm.
Yeah, but they also are redoing the street stocks.
Yep. New damage model and art overhaul for the Spec Racer and Street stocks. Um, I'm pumped about that. I love street stocks.
Yeah,
They're so
I,
fun.
I'm loading into the test drive, hoping to see him right now.
Road tires for all vehicles. Uh, the super late model got a new car. The Mustang GT supercar and the Holden ZB
What do you mean they
uh,
got a new car?
track.
Super
11.
Late's got a new car?
Well, it says or the for the AI racing,
Oh,
and then for the AI racing, you got 11 new tracks. Bristol, dual end single pit, Concord, Five Flags, Hickory, Myrtle Beach, Phillip Island Circuit, Red Bull Ring North, and the Bull Ring. Oh, that's awesome. That's gonna help me out in my super late model league. See
I
you
was like, hey,
on
maybe they
track.
got Hickory loaded, and since I just downloaded the update, maybe it'll be on there. Nope,
No, no, not happening.
fuckers.
But yeah, I don't. I haven't. I know there's 4 cars in the SRP race Saturday. I don't know how it went, but uh,
I heard Donnie pit stopped Nathan to win it.
ended up winning it
He pitted early and used them fresh tires. You know the thing we always try and screw up every single time.
every time. Yeah.
Every single time. It's pitiful.
Well, kudos to them. I haven't the 13 folds stuff. I haven't paid attention to any of their stuff going on, but
Yeah, I've not been racing with them anymore. Like it's nothing against them. It's my schedule. I don't
yeah,
want to like commit to something I don't have time to do.
same. It's the reason I got out
But
of owning a league. Just don't have the
yeah,
time.
and we jokingly message each other constantly about, hey man, let's start a league about stupid stuff where we have like LMP2 cars around short tracks, or super lates do a road course league, or dirt street stocks do a road course league, like dumb stuff, and which may happen because now everything has road tires.
Yes,
Oh my god, dude, we can do like a LMP2 car on dirt.
that would be interesting.
I'm doing that. That's happening.
I
That big heavy son of a bitch. Imagine that dude trying to wheel that thing.
I think it'd be cool to take like a not like a super late model, the dirt, but like take like the pro dirt late model and
Yeah.
asphalt Bristol or asphalt like Hickory, asphalt Five Flags. Like I think that would be so fun. Just burn the
Yeah.
tires off of it in 6 laps.
To the ground, dude. I cannot wait for like a really good tire model, by the way. Like if
That's never gonna
iRacing,
happen.
they need to, man. Like I just want to rip the fence.
Your spotter will now tell you that you have bad tire wear though. Now that's in the season 4 update notes. I did see that.
That's good. You know how many right fronts I've blown?
So now you can fire me since I can't tell you live tire
Nope.
information.
Nope. Not firing you. They don't clear me well. They don't let me know when runs are coming,
Where's
so I can block late
where's
and wreck.
Gary at? Chime in about someone getting cleared. Yeah, they were racing Saturday at South Boston, and I guess Peyton's daddy told him he was cleared. And
Wasn't.
old Danny Willis was Gary said at his left rear tire, and he come down over him and stacked the field up. They still finished eighth though, so kudos to them. But yeah, that's all I got for iRacing. Unless you have anything else you want to add to the
No, I'm good.
conversation,
Uh, I I can't really comment on anything else. I'm currently loading
can we
iRacing to
try
see
it?
if like
Yeah,
the new street stock, maybe it's loaded up. See how it looks. But I'm at 90%. Ain't there yet. Oh, there it is.
so I wanna transition over to some Major League Baseball talk. Uh, Battle coming down to the home stretch, if you will, for the postseason taking place. Uh, the Atlanta Braves are like this close to shit in the bed for me. Um,
Sounds like Atlanta Braves. I've been a fan of theirs since the 90s. That's why.
they I grew up with World Series, and we won 14 division titles in a row. I think it was,
Chip,
or
the
12.
Chipper and Greg Maddox days, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so Philadelphia is 2.5 games back. We went to Colorado, had a rough series out there, and came home and we beat the Nationals last night, so that's good. Ozzy is on a 4-game home run hitting streak, which is awesome. Uh, yeah, other than that, I really don't care about what else is going on in the baseball. Um,
How the Red Sox? I only
uh,
watch. I only watch it in the playoffs, man.
so
I don't have. I don't have patience for 182 games.
the Sox are sitting third in the AL East. They're 10 games back from Tampa Bay and a game and a half back from the Yankees.
How are they? Well, I guess they aren't looking very good at the wild card then either, huh?
If they can close in on on the Yankees, they definitely. But it's gonna be a tough task to do because they're in a series right now with Tampa Bay. Uh, they've lost both games. Their last games tonight. Then they got a 3-game series against the White Sox, 3 games against the Mariners, against the Orioles, the Mets, and then they close it out with the Yankees, Orioles, and then Nationals. So I mean, I'm sure they could find a game and a half somewhere in that. Or actually, no, not even because they're only. Yeah, they need They're a whole. They're a half game back from the Yankees. So all the Yankees need to do is lose 2 games, and the Red Sox win 2 games, and just hold that uh,
Aren't they usually like the last series of the season for each other though?
second to last.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that's on the
I
24th,
got a buddy
25th, and 26th. That'll be.
down.
Let me look and see what the Yankees schedule is looking like. They're in a series with Toronto right now, getting their freaking booty hole blasted in, which is
Are the
awesome.
blue? Where are the Blue Jays playing? Are they still like Buffalo? I think.
I want to say I read somewhere they went back or they're going back to Canada next year. They're going to allow them to go back, but they've
Okay.
got a fantastic pitcher uh, by the name of Alec Mona, courtesy of West Virginia University, who they called up, and he has been lights out in every one of his starts. He's got like a 3.2 ERA, like 5 wins, 2 losses. I think he's struck out like 88 in his, I want to say 11 starts or something like that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I guess I'll have to start paying more attention to baseball. But while I'm not paying attention to baseball, you know
hmm
what starts Thursday?
What starts Thursday?
The No Fun League with their stricter rules on taunting. The
That is true.
Oh, did you see? I seen something. Um, I don't remember who it was, and I gotta look it up. But there was somebody who I think it was a pick six. They got called back because dude was free and clear by 15 yards and got a taunting penalty on the way to the end zone. That was back. I think that was college football. But what a dumbass!
That's almost like as embarrassing as the like you're running with the football and you get to like the 1 yard line and you go to drop it, but you're not in the end zone yet. You end up fumbling it, and the other team picks it up. Like you have to feel like a dumbass when you do shit like that. And you know your teammates probably kick your teeth in when you go back to the locker room too. Especially if they ended up losing that game and that touchdown would have been the difference in them winning and losing.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it, dude.
But while you look for that, we got The Cowboys and the Bucks tomorrow to kick off the No Fun League.
I mean, uh,
Brady's gonna
I,
do
I
Brady things. I mean, there's
yeah,
nothing to talk about.
I don't see how that's going to go well for the Cowboys
Yeah,
at all.
yeah.
Maybe
And
it
the,
was Tulsa. I don't remember.
the Titans open up against Arizona. That should be a really good game. Uh, Patty Mahomes takes on freaking Baker Mayfield and the Browns. Rams into
I think they're going to be good
Bears.
this year. I think they're
Who,
going to be really, really good this year. The Browns.
the Browns? You think so?
I do. They didn't really lose anybody,
You think
and
you think old Baker Mayfield's gonna have a come out party?
I mean, he had his come out party last year. If we're being honest, but he's gotten steadily better and better each year. I think the one thing he needs to work on more than anything is he all of their all of their offense runs off that action and you know quick 3-step drop and rolling out and stuff like that. I do believe that to have any true success, he's going to have to figure out what a 5 and 7 step drop looks like and properly reading the field instead of relying on I mean, yeah, it's NFL. The world revolves around handing the ball off and running it down their throat and play action pass. But eventually, you got to step back and grip it and rip it, and progress through your reads and ship it to the moon. And he does okay, but he doesn't do as well as others. You know what I mean? Like Brady's
Yep.
good because he can step back and rip it and make you feel bad about your life. That's kind of his thing.
Well, Ian Rappaport was on the Pat McAfee show. Shout out to the goat punter, uh, Pat McAfee. But Ian Rappaport was on the Pat McAfee show the other day, and he was saying how Baker has took a lot of time this offseason and studied a lot of film and incorporated it into the spring and fall camps and preseason and stuff like that. Just trying to make better reads pre-snap and working on getting the right play in and adjusting the line and all that good jazz based off of what he's seeing. So I think he's trying to learn uh, how to make better pre-snap reads, which will ultimately help him in his endeavors post-snap. Um,
Do you know what made Peyton Manning better than all the other quarterbacks, with the exception of with the exception of Tom Brady? It
um,
wasn't his skill, dude. He threw like okay, he was good, he
the
Peyton Manning, but
way the
like
way
that dude,
the way he studied film and prepared.
preparation, man. Like his dad always beat into his brain
Well,
growing up, even starting in high school.
yeah.
You know, like you have zero control over someone who has more ability than you. More God-given talent. There's
Yep.
nothing you can do about that. Nothing. But you know what you can do?
You can
You can
out
outwork
prepare
them.
him.
Yep.
Hmm.
And so that says a lot. Tom Brady out prepare him. Um,
What was
the
it you
weird.
said? I think you made the comment last week. Brady went to his Hall of Fame induction just to make sure he was fucking not coming
Yes, he did.
back.
He did. There's video of it. He went back and he posted on Twitter. He went to Peyton Manning's thing and he posted on Twitter. He's like, I just make sure that it's done. He ain't coming back. And like, I mean that when you're talking to um, your biggest rival for years,
Yep.
which I find interesting. That's a whole other discussion we need to have one day. We need to write it down. Like, why do they pick quarterback versus quarterback? Well, they never see the field together. Like, you ain't gonna have a quarterback line up at safety and read that quarterback's eyes. It's never gonna happen. He's they're slow and they got a strong arm and they're not gonna hit people. So that never made any sense. We're gonna pit you two against each other where you're never actually gonna see the field together. It never made no sense. But yeah.
Yeah, this is true. This is true.
So I don't know, man. What do you think we do some picks? Get out of here, call this thing done.
Let's call it done. I just want to go into it's been reported that Odell Beckham Jr. looks like his old self. So keep that in mind whenever you
Oh man, I
guys
hope so.
watch the Chiefs and the Browns this weekend.
Do you remember how good that? Okay, that dude was good at the Giants, but do you remember how good he was at LSU?
I was gonna say, do you remember when he was at LSU? My God.
Like Jesus, like a man amongst children,
Yeah.
like freaking Derek Barnett at Tennessee. Whenever he was there, it was like a man amongst boys. It was ridiculous how much faster and stronger and bigger he was, and more talented. And everybody around him.
So just to freshen everybody up on our picks, we both have Tampa Bay beating the Cowboys. We both have the Titans beating the Cardinals. Uh, you have Baltimore beating the Raiders. I have the Raiders beating Baltimore. This week's only NFL pick we're gonna make. We'll go off of that Browns Chiefs game. Who you got?
Oh God, my heart says like how like I've always heard don't bet with your heart,
Yep.
bet with your head.
Mhm.
But the heart's gonna win it this time, and I think the Browns are gonna get it, man. What's the spread? I'm sure it's pretty high.
Let me look.
I don't know. I do think Patty Mahomes is gonna do Patty Mahomes things, but um, they the Browns do have old Nick Chubb, I think, right? Still, I
So the
heard about.
point, yes, they still got Nick Chubb. Point spread is Chiefs -6. Point totals 53. Money line Chiefs -275. Browns +220. Uh, so I mean they're saying Chiefs -6.
I don't know, man. Keep away ball. Like that's gonna be the ticket. You know what I mean? Like, can they keep the ball away from Patty Mahomes?
Well, if Nick Chubb can do Nick Chubb things, and they
Yeah,
can
it's
establish a run game, I mean I'm sure they can keep him off the field. But it is Patty Mahomes, and he literally only needs 40 seconds to go 100 yards and score a touchdown on you.
yeah. That includes the 10 seconds he's gonna take to trot on the field.
Yeah.
And the 15 seconds to read it. Uh, pre snap. Yeah, God, I don't know. Do I get my points? Like, can I at least take the Browns to beat the spread?
Take the Browns to beat the spread, yeah.
Yeah, I'll take them to beat this. Like, I don't know, man. I think they'll beat the spread. I don't know if they'll beat them overall, but you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go with my heart. Yeah, I'm taking the Browns. I may be singing "Take Me Home, Country Roads" for this.
I'm gonna take I'm gonna
If
take
I do, I'm gonna cuss Baker the whole way.
I'm gonna take my homeboy and go Chiefs. Browns aren't gonna cover the spread, and it's gonna be a under on the point total of 52 and a half. So let's
You go.
yeah, I'm going under 52. I don't think they're gonna score.
You realize that's just 26-26, right?
I understand that's not gonna happen though.
Yeah,
Like
there. I'm down. I'll take the under. They both got pretty decent offenses. But watch it'll be like a 35-35, like going into overtime, and we both were absolutely wrong.
more than like that's probably most likely what's gonna happen. But
Yeah, 80-point game or some dumb shit. Both
yeah.
absolutely just off.
So let's circle back. We'll go college football. Let me find some games we can pick on here. So I guess we'll start with Tennessee Pittsburgh Saturday 11 a.m.
Okay. I think the line has moved. I think it's Pitt by a touchdown and a half. 7.5 points, I believe. Uh, I don't know, man. I have a lot of faith in the running. I have a lot of faith in the running game. I have a lot of faith in the defense. I have zero faith in Joe Milton. Hendon Hooker did not look that good either with that one drive he had.
Hmm.
So, oh God, here we go. Hart. I'll take the balls
I'm gonna
overall and
go. I'm gonna
cover.
go Vols as well, just because Pitt can eat a load of shit.
Like you do know, like I have. This has to be said. The Vols haven't like covered a spread since like 2018, right?
No, I don't care. Pitt could be playing some Tennessee Tech, and I would pick Tennessee Tech. Just I would never pick Pitt. screw pit, eat shit. Battle of Carolinas. So we're both gonna go UT. Uh, South Carolina and East Carolina kind of different. Shake things up a little bit.
I actually watched watched the East Carolina game. Um, and they didn't look bad. Um, it's still the SEC going South Carolina, but
Hmm.
I think it's going to be a little better game than what it would normally be. I think Shane Beamer's got a lot of work to do, but I think he'll get the. I don't think he's I don't know that he's Steve Spurrier, but I think he'll get that team going. It'll take him a few years though, and this week ain't the time.
All right, I'm gonna take South Carolina. Is uh, where's it at? College game day is gonna be in out there in Iowa for the Iowa State game. Who you gonna take here?
Iowa State.
I'm gonna take Iowa State as well. Nothing against Iowa. They have a decent football program every year. Um, but Iowa State is just too freaking good. Um, Air Force and Navy play Saturday. Who you gonna take on that one?
Go Army. And
All
because of
right,
that I can't. I'm not allowed to pick Navy. So yeah, Air Force.
go Air Force. Same. And then we'll say week one had some heavy hitters. Week two, not so much.
That's
Uh,
usually how it is.
Here we go. We'll go App State, Miami for the final college football pick this week.
Uh, Miami did not look that good, did they? But
No, they
nobody
didn't.
looks good. Nobody looks good against freaking Alabama though.
This is true.
Um, who did Appy State play last week?
East Carolina, they won 33-19.
Miami.
I'm gonna go left field and take App State.
Well, maybe that'll cover my Browns pick.
Right. All right, let's go NASCAR. Richmond, who's winning? And you can't just say Hendrick. You gotta pick one.
Um, the showman himself is going to repeat from the spring. Um, hell, I give you the top five. See how many I get right.
Let's go. I'll give you a top five too. Go ahead. Top five.
And you know what? The top five we'll put in no specific order.
Okay, that'll work.
A- Alex Bowman, Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, Martin Truex, and I think Blaney. I don't know why, but I think Blaney.
All right. And Bowman's gonna be your winner.
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Chase Elliott for the win because he needs to bounce back big time, and I think Richmond's a place he can do it. Then the other part of my top five will be Kyle Busch, hopefully. Probably gonna be dead wrong on that one, but then I'll go Larson, Truex, just because he's really good there. Uh, let's see, Richmond. Let's see, pick an oddball. You know what? I'm gonna go Christopher Bell. Yeah. So Elliott's gonna win, and then somewhere else in the top five would be KB, Larson, Truex, and Seabell.
Okay.
And then the way we'll score that is we'll do best out of five. Whoever got the most right takes the whole ordeal.
Sounds like a winner.
How about that? An hour and 5 minutes.
Hold up. We ain't done yet. I got one more thing. Two more things. Big shout out to my boy. I told everybody about him last week. Talked about him this week. Um, his team won 24-6. Uh, I'm looking at the box score. Um, which is the most complicated thing I've ever seen in my entire life. But yeah, I've not got to watch a game this year. I've not actually got to physically watch a game yet, but I will. I know I'm going to. Uh, I think October 15th. I'm going to go see a game, and I can't wait, dude. He's a regardless of his football acumen, he's a hell of a student, a hell of a kid, and I'm excited. I go, oh, I guess they're playing a big team, big 3-0 team this week. Um, they're both 3-0. Um, both got excellent offenses. Oh, okay. So his team's ranked 15th in their class, 148th in the state of Alabama. The team they're playing, Danville, is ranked 225 in Alabama and 34 in their class. So,
Are they in
but
the same class, or
according
are
to
they
the team,
playing?
I have no clue. To be perfectly honest with you, because I don't see anything. But according to this, Danville should win because of team scoring averages. They score more points,
Mm,
but that extra 5 points that they allow, maybe that'll matter. But I got faith.
go get him, Eli. Good luck, buddy.
Yeah, good luck, brother. And um, oh God, I forgot to freaking write down my one time in Germany story. So, did you play beer pong when you're in Germany, like in the
Yeah.
barracks? All right. So, shout out to my boy Cole. I love you, man. Uh, Lil Cole, not Big Head Cole. It's Josh Cole, Jonathan Cole. Uh, Jonathan Cole, actually, a little short dude. He's from California. I had him and his now wife, they're pregnant. I think they said they were expecting a girl. Congratulations. Um, yeah. So he come in for and hung out with me and went to Bristol with me probably 2 or 3 springs ago. Stayed with us for about a week. It was a great time. We uh did the typical thing we always do when we all get together and get drunk. But and he went to his first race and enjoyed it. But this story is the Blues Roast of drunk ass Cole. So me and my buddy Presley, uh, we every Friday night we would bust out the table that I'd secured, and we'd start playing beer pong, and people would come around, and beer pong would happen all throughout the barracks. Um, and Cole pops up, and Cole's already drunk. I think he was drinking Jameson, which is always an event for Cole. Well, then Cole disappears doing the random Cole thing that he does, where he shows up, talks for 10 minutes, and just burns off. Right? He goes and visits. And he would do that. He would go visit people. He'd bounce around the barracks and talk. And occasionally he would stop by and hang out. Well, um, eventually at some point, me and Presley went to the bar, and on the way out of the barracks, we seen Cole. I think we were outside smoking, and we seen him before we went out gate 3. Which, for those who don't know, gate 3 was really close to our barracks. Well, and Cole looked fine, still drunk as fuck. And we're like, we're not gonna see Cole much. He's about to fall asleep, right? Well,
Right.
so we go to the bar. We come back probably about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and we figured, well, fuck it, we're just gonna wait till the DFAC opens, eat breakfast, and go to bed. Like, and then get ready to go next night. Maybe it was a Saturday night. I'm not sure. No, this was Saturday night because we had 24 straight hours of drinking. That was our goal to start with freaking Friday, and it was yeah. This is why I have liver issues now. Surprise. Well, so we go back into my room, and as we get there, Cole's door fucking flies open, right? And he's like, "Hi." I'm like, "Oh fuck." He comes out of his room. He's wearing a shirt that's tattered all to hell. He's got a big old black eye, And I'm like, what the fuck happened to you, man? He's like, I have a story to tell.
Hmm.
So we go in there and sit in my room, and like we all grabbed a beer, and Presley grabs my guitar, and he knew like a nice little blues lick, like a little blues riff, right? And every time Cole would go about his story, like Presley would knock out a blues lick. I'm like, "Dun, dun, dun," and told Cole would continue, right? And somewhere in this world, I think Cole has it on his Facebook. There's a video of this. Cole's roommate, who also dealt with Cole all fucking night, um, recorded it, and it's fucking funny. I guess Cole, um, at some point, he had fell down the fucking stairs, got in a fight with somebody, face planted in the hallway in front of CQ, and a whole bunch of other stuff. I'll get a hold of Cole and see if I can like tag this video. It's probably a 15-minute video of Cole telling his sob story of his night, which is fucking hilarious. Um, but long story short, it turned into a blues roast of drunk ass Cole, and it was fantastic. And I will get that video out to people, or I will find that video and I will post it on here because it is the greatest thing since sliced bread. And shout out to Presley for being the great guitarist that he was, rocking it, and Cole for being the butt of the joke. But yeah, that was my. I forgot, like I had a cool story and I don't know what I did with it. Like I wrote it down so I could remember it, but my shit brain has forgotten where I put it. But yeah, that's what I got for the drunk memory in Germany.
Well, happens to the best of us.
Yeah. So I'm gonna share this later and be like, to learn more about the blues roast of drunk ass Cole and tag Cole into it. And he's gonna be like, son of a bitch.
We're not supposed to talk about this stuff.
No, like he's like I hell I helped him find the video to show his I think now his wife, and while they were here, because she came in with him, and she laughed her fucking ass off. Like she knows Cole, and dude, it was so damn funny. Like, what an idiot. Love it. Can't wait to do dumb shit like that again. But now we're too old, and like we go doing dumb shit like drinking for 24 hours and be down for a month. Oh yeah, and boat update. The fucking thing floats. Motor doesn't run, but it floats. Trolling motor's badass. Fish for like 4 hours with a trolling motor, but my badass 150 horsepower motor is a shit. I got to rewire it. But yeah, that's all I got.
Well,
Thank all of you for joining us and listening to our bullshit. And um, we hope to see you again next week. And anybody wants to come on and join us, let us know. Message one of us, and we'll set it up. Even if we gotta, adjust our time a little bit and make it work. But we'd love to hear about, what's going on in 13 folds and NSRP or anything. Even our buddy Roach is IRL racing. He's he's been sending me videos and stuff, and he's crushing it, man. He's got some pictures of him out front leading. I guess he was leading a race, and somebody forgot what the brake was, and helped him, back that thing in. I don't guess he hurt it too bad. He said he shortened the trunk up a little bit, I believe, but he said it'll eat. I said it's just aerodynamics, man. So it's all good. But yeah, so anybody wants to join us, let us know. We'd be glad to have you.
for sure.
But on to Hickory. Yes, after I do homework.
For sure. Well, thank you guys for tuning in to Sapper Thoughts EP2. Catch us
Yes, thank you.
every Wednesday at noon uh, Eastern, 11 Central. Uh, that's Shane Tackett. I'm Danny May. Until next